Welcome to Bangkok Thought Leaders, back in the office. So I'm delighted to be back in the office today with our super special guest, Maxime.
Hi, David.
Hello. So Max is the head of Lexicon's Tech Lab. And just around a year ago, Max and his team joined us at Lexicon to launch our Tech Lab services. So today we celebrate a year of wonderful success. Max, how's the year been for you?
It's been really great. It's been a really exciting years. We worked on many website projects, hundreds of thousands of lines of code written. One of the highlights I can think of is the Oscham website, the INSEE EcoCycle website we just released recently, more than 5 different hotel websites for that mine group. And I think overall it's almost 15 websites that we delivered in a year, which is quite a performance, yeah.
Excellent. And the team has more than doubled since then also?
It did, and we'll talk about it a little bit more after that, but there is much more to building a website than just the building part, right? There is UI and UX, so we had tremendous help from the Lexicon graphic design team that always delivered amazing content for us. So yeah, we'll get back to that, I guess.
Okay, well, for me, the Tech Lab was a great addition to Lexicon's existing line of services. So each year we kind of added a new function, from initially starting out as a writing company to incorporating design, video, and social media. So the logical next step was to bring in the Tech Lab so that we make it all, but you guys are the ones that make people see it. So it's an essential part of the synergy to work together, and I'm really happy with how the year's played out. A lot of satisfied clients, a lot of great projects. So thank you, Max. You lead a great team.
We're really happy to be part of the Lexicon family. It's been amazing, really.
And so Lexicon itself has grown by over 10 times over the last 3 years. It's been incredible growth. We've been fortunate that we have a great team, we have a great presence, and now we have a great office. And one of the ways we've been able to grow, aside from our own marketing, is through aligning ourselves with chambers of commerce. BritCham, Oscham, AmCham, they've been really good to us. As a smaller company, we've been able to access their membership to help present events for them. I appear on a few chambers of commerce too for those chambers. So I think it's a big step forward that we can announce that the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce and the Tech Lab have just formed a partnership, which is very exciting for me. How did that come about, Max?
So yeah, as you mentioned, Lexicon is growing, so is the Tech Lab, and we really see also that in the SATCC. So that's people that we worked with in the past. We know that we share the same value. That's something very important for us. So we really wanted to help them to deliver their message to their members, and also for us to reach out to this community. So that's why we decided to become a diamond member of the chamber.
So as Max was saying, I think the key for us is the alignment of the characters that we're working with. The relationships are really key to us. As we've grown as a company, we're able to be a bit more selective about who we work with now. So having worked with Shelley, Rajil and Jason from South African Chamber before, we know they have a deep commitment to quality and to storytelling, and Chamber of Commerce membership is about putting faith in the chamber, and it's also about how we can help their members, and it's a good coastline for both parties. So I'm looking forward to seeing Max and maybe myself speaking at events for the chamber and being regulars at their events. But as we were saying, chambers of commerce have been a big part of our growth. And one of the key chambers for us has been Oscham. So from the very start of Lexicon, the team at Oscham has been great helping us out. So from Brendan, the executive director, through to Benjamin, who is the president, and even Stuart Kelly, one of the former directors. These guys have a real passion for delivering quality to their members. So we were delighted when the Tech Lab won the project to redesign the whole Oscham website. Max, how did that come about, and what did we do?
Yeah, I think it was one of the most amazing website projects we had last year. It was really interesting to help them to fully redesign their website and to move to content management system that is WordPress that allow them to be more flexible with the content they publish, to publish it on time. And I think we saw that with COVID. It's really important to be able to reach your member at the right time, not to be stuck with technical issues. So that was the I would say the main part of the website. And a really other interesting point was to integrate with their member management system. So if you already booked an event through Oscham, they have like a member system with events. So we integrated that seamlessly in their website, so members can still book the event. It was great for them to keep the same database, not to have to learn a new tool while refreshing the feature and the design.
I think for most people dealing with websites, they have a very surface level understanding of what a website is. It's the homepage, it's the blog maybe. But what I really learned from observing you and your team on this project is how complicated it is to work on the back end. So making sure payment gateways work, making sure security is sound. This is the stuff that really, it's valuable for both sides, because a better payment system equals more revenue for the chamber, equals better customer experience, equals more retention. So
totally, that's something we also did for Oscham, of course, to integrate with Omise, which is a local payment platform. So people can now pay with online banking if they're in Thailand, for example. They don't have to input their credit card detail all the time. So it's really to make the experience more fluid.
As a way to celebrate, during June and July, we're going to be offering 15% off all website projects for Oscham members in Thailand and across the world. So starting from just 100,000 baht, which is the cheapest we've ever offered. So if you're an Oscham member and you're looking for a new website or to update your old website, get in touch with us today. So Max, one of the things that I think is a key question for right now is, in the post-COVID world, things are going to change. People are going to have to decide, do they do work in-house? Do they work with freelancers? Do they work with an agency? And it's a question that comes up to me a lot. Like, why don't I just get a freelance website developer? It's going to cost me half the price. Why not? Why not do that?
Of course, well, there is a lot of solutions out there, and that's great. But what you have to realize is that if you're going to work with a freelancer, you're basically going to invest a tremendous amount of time into the projects. Like there are many moving parts and many different skill sets that are involved in building a website. We're not only talking about building a page. There is a UI, so user experience, user interface design, and project management, of course. So if you choose to work with a freelancer, you're going to be figuring a lot of things along the way and decide what's possible or not. There is really a lot of communication that you don't see as a customer, but that is going on within Lexicon just to deliver on time and on point, and to make sure that we set the right expectation and we deliver on time. On top of that, for example, during the website process, you might realize that copywriting is missing, or you also need translation. So all those services is just not something a freelancer can offer.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the key for a good agency, especially in this era, it's all about the project management, especially a website project. As you said, there's so many moving parts, there's so many things that could potentially go wrong. You need a great project manager to work with the design and the tech teams. You need a great account manager to keep the client updated. And then you need all the technical skills. You need the design skills, plus the UX skills, plus the writing and translating and the video production. So honestly, it's impossible for a freelancer to deliver that, I think.
Yeah, each website project involves almost over 10 people, so it's a different kind of service.
Yeah, so the saving that you make in maybe, okay, the website build is going to cost less, but it's probably going to go over time. You don't have the brand's reputation to tap into, and you're going to end up having to pay someone else for the design, someone else for the writing, someone else for the hosting. So yeah, I think as COVID evolves, there will be a space for the freelance market, but it is the good project management apparatus that an agency provides that I think there'll always be a space as a result for agencies.
Well, an agency is more of a long-term solution.
Absolutely. But talking about the future, the Tech Lab is now 1 year old. We should get you a little birthday cake to celebrate that. it's been a year of growth with customized coding projects, Line BCRM adaptations, new websites, e-commerce. A load of exciting things have happened in year one. What does year two look like?
Well, I think you're gonna see much more Lexicon Tech Lab website released in the future. We're gonna keep expanding in that area. Another area that we're gonna keep growing is the custom web application. So sometime as a company, you need the software to adapt to your process. You cannot always change your process, and you need something customized, so no compromise. And that's also something we offered. And one really interesting project we worked on for over a year for one of our customer is a custom interface to the Line API, also known as Line BCRM, right? So this is basically email marketing transposed to Line, right? If you live in Thailand, you know that people usually don't check their emails, but they're online all the time. And what our customer needed is to be able to reach out to hundreds of thousands of customers through Lines and to segment them and to send them the right information, the right call to action. So that's a solution we built that doesn't exist at the moment, and we also added interesting e-commerce features to the Line platform, as well as a single sign-on, which is basically if you have Line on your phone, you don't have to log in on their website. Nobody wants to log in on their phone. It just takes too much time. So this is this kind of really in the detail solution that we're going to be offering more and more.
Yeah, I think there's a great space here, which is why the partnership always made sense. That, I mean, when I think of who I would go to if it wasn't Lexicon for such a solution, there's nobody comes to mind. And I think the things like the Line adaptation, I don't know anybody who even offers that in the city. So it's a huge growth area, which I think Line need to advertise better, but also we can genuinely provide a solution that augments existing marketing approaches and provides even better value. Because for sure Line is the future here in Thailand, just like WeChat in China. So yeah, what do you think we will see over the next year? Is the Tech Lab going to, are we going to become diamond sponsors of AmCham perhaps next year?
I would say so, yeah.
Yes,
that's
okay.
Definitely in the near future. But well, if you're watching the video and if you have any technical tech needs, I think we're here to advise you. So don't hesitate to reach out. Maybe you'll be our next success story.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Max. I know you're a busy man, so thank you for your time today.
My pleasure.
Pleasure too. Cheers.